Rome today welcomes you, imagining that this important session of the UCLG Executive Bureau, United Cities and Local Government is physically taking place in the heart of our city, in Rome, as planned. The Eternal City embraces all of you. Thanks and welcome to all members. I am delighted to greet the President of UCLG, Mr. Mohamed Boudra, and my best regard go to the Secretary General, Ms. Emilia Sides, thanking them for the organization and conduct of this valuable work session. I am honored to extend the city's greeting to this distinguished guest, the Director of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the Executive Director of UN Habitat, Ms. Maimouna Maud Sharif, United Nations Under Secretary General, Mr. Fabrizio Hochschild-Drummond, present today as Special Advisor to the Secretary General on the commemoration of the United Nations 75th anniversary. But I warmly thank all of you because highlighting the role of local communities in redefining the future of our planet sounds incredibly new and incredibly challenging today. We need now more than ever to reflect on the meaning and identity of our cities and on the ties that bind our communities, so to plan incisive and lasting action that can tackle the crisis caused by the pandemic. We need sound meaning of investment supported by well-conceiving planning that can support citizens, starting with the more disadvantaged and the most hit by the crisis. Physical distance, a sanitary measure necessary in this historical moment, cannot hinder, must not hinder social closeness, social solidarity. I would like to dwell on this first word, solidarity. Solidarity is an extraordinary word, one of the most evoked in recent weeks. I admire the one of my fellow citizen Romans who responded in an excellent way to this emergency. In all communities, social solidarity, social closeness has been exceptional. I refer to the admirable self-denial of our health personnel, to the daily support of our police forces, the civil protection, the volunteers. I refer to many fellow citizens who worked as they knew and how they could to help all those in need. We must work to make this social closeness heritage the cornerstone of reconstruction and new development. Today, we have to work with twice of our strength. It is necessary to re-establish more robust and universal health system, to offer more accessible and inclusive services, to give immediate and lasting relief to those who have suffered from the disease and those who are suffering from the effects of the economic crisis, the anomalous and terrible wave of this pandemic. This epochal shock has shown us, in fact, in an evident way, how our planet, the Earth, is much more smaller than we imagined, and how our existence and our destinies, our desire and our fears are truly closer than we thought. I am convinced that the multilateral approach and the cohesion between communities, cities, organizations from different countries and culture represent the right direction to reprogram the future in a new, safe and supportive way, to make the voice of the local communities heard more strongly and decisively. The second word I want to offer you is to invest. Investing in people, investing in energies, in creativity, in factories and theater, in an absolute priorities. We must foresee, plan and implement a season of strong public investment in communities and territories. We need to inaugurate a post-COVID New Deal. These months are definitely a laboratory a laboratory from which we must sort out a new idea of community. The crisis must become an opportunity. This is the very point, to bring those who risk remaining on the margins again into the perimeter of welfare society. We must implement inclusive policies for young people, for women, for families. We have to defend our elders. We want these answers to become structural, such as those that we are implementing for the debureaucratization in the economic activities, relief for commercial operators and neighborhood businesses, measure to encourage smart working and digitalization, support to scientific research and high-tech innovation centers already consistently existing in Rome, especially in the biomedical field. In Rome, we took the immediate decision to build new cycle paths for 150 kilometers, starting from the suburb, to firmly mark an idea for the future of cities, which after COVID shall be more sustainable and careful with the environmental and the quality of life. The last word are democracy and community, indissoluble words. We need to create deeper and more extensive ties and bond, which can take advantage from the ever-accelerating new technologies without dispersing identity, tradition, or cultures, everything that makes us unique. Rebuilding communities quickly, create and exchange good practices, re-establishing values, first of all, cultural. There are tools to defend democracies from the grassroots, enhancing people participation and giving stability and durability to international relations characterized by solidarity between peoples. The UN and its agencies are an example of promoting these values from the very beginning of their existence. I want to thank, therefore, and confirm the most convincing adhesion of Rome to the UN 75 consultation, which aims to enhance these unique relationships going bottom up, listening to people. Culture is an exceptional mediator to encourage and accelerate exchanges. For this reason, I am very proud that Rome has undertaken the path of the development of the Rome Charter Agenda on cultural rights with UCLG. It will be a useful tool to consolidate and multiply the opportunities for sharing between people and new forms of social proximity, but also to provide concrete support to the profession of the cultural industry hit hard by this emergency. These years represent an important anniversary of our city, of Rome. We started the celebration for the 150th years since the designation of Rome as the capital of Italy. The Eternal City, with its millenary history, the cradle of law, a place of genius and spirituality, is an example of resilience. Rome experienced many falls, but also countless rebirths. All this without even or ever losing its openness, its ability to bridge cultures and civilization. Rome is preparing to welcome safely those who, like you, love it or wanted to visit. We will restart tourism and hospitality, doing it in a sustainable way. This is why my greeting sounds like "see you soon." Looking forward to hear the characters and the 1,000 voices of the cities and local communities resonate here in Rome. Thanks, thank you all, and see you soon.